Good day, my listeners and my students. For some weeks ago, we talked about latitude, and we're able to discuss what latitude means, and we're able to look at the lines of latitude. We're able to look at how to calculate distances using lines of latitude, and we're able to see how we can use it in different locations of country. So today we'll be looking at longitude part 1. Longitude part 1. And what are we learning to? We are learning to define longitude and also to explain the uses of lines of longitude. We are learning how to define longitude and explain the uses of longitude. Okay, now, what is longitude? Longitude is an imaginary line. It's an imaginary line drawn on the globe, that means the earth, running from north to south at right angle to the parallels. That is the equator. The lines that run from north to south at right angle to the parallel, that means to the equator, is what we call longitude. And with the diagram you can see it, that those lines run from north to south and they are at right angle to the equator, because the equator divides the earth into two equal parts, and that is why you can see the north pole and south pole. So longitude helps us to know the imaginary line that is drawn from the globe, which is the earth, running from north to south at right angle to the parallel. And in other words, you can also see longitude is an angular distance measured in degrees east and west of the Greenwich meridian. The angular distance measured in degrees east and west of the Greenwich meridian is also known as what? Longitude. And that's what we are seeing there. Then all lines of longitude which run from north to south of the head are called lines of longitude. Those lines that run from north to south are called lines of longitude. And you can see in the Greenwich meridian, that is 0. The Greenwich meridian is 0 degrees. While the second one is longitude 0 degrees east. That is second lines of latitude. That second one is longitude 0 degrees. These are lines of longitude in the eastern part, and in the western part we have longitude 80 degrees west. So both sides of that line, and that particular location is 80 degrees west or 80 degrees east. They also longitude 100 degrees east and also 100 degrees west. Then we have 180 degrees west and we have 180 degrees east. You can see it in the southern pole lower below. These are important lines of longitude. So whenever you are asking for lines of longitude, we have the Greenwich meridian with 0 degree. We have the 100 degree longitude, 100 degree east, and longitude 100 degree west. We have longitude 80 degree west and longitude 80 degree east. We have longitude 180 degree west, and we have longitude 180 degrees east, and more like that. So these are important lines of longitude. The longitude passing through London, which is known as Britain, and Accra, which is known as Ghana, is called the Great Prime or Greenwich Meridian. That longitude line passing through London, Britain, and Accra, Ghana is called the Great Prime or Greenwich Meridian, which is 0 degree, and it is put at longitude 0 degree. Can you see it now? So the line that is in between the London, Britain, that longitude line that passes through London, Britain, and Accra, Ghana is called the Great Prime or Greenwich Meridian, and it is put at longitude 0 degree. So all other longitude lines or lines of longitude are called meridians. Every other line apart from that one, they are called meridians, and are numbered in degrees, either east and west of the longitude 0 degree. That's what I explained the other time. It can either be the east, and also be in the west. Then important lines of longitude that I told you the other time, which is longitude 0 degree, which is the prime meridian, or Greenwich meridian, or Great Prime. That will be 2. Then also we have longitude 180 degree east. We can have 180 degree west. We have longitude 100 degree east. We can have longitude 100 degree west. We have longitude 80 degree east. We have 80 degree west. There are many more, etc. These are the important lines of longitude, and it's very important whenever we are dealing with longitude, and it is to be known, and it will be used whenever, by the time in part 2, when we'll be solving calculations on lines of longitude. All right, we talked about the meaning of longitude, and we have been able to see the meaning and to know. Now we want to look at the second part. We are looking at the second part of what we are to learn under this longitude part 1, and that is uses of lines of longitude. The lines of longitude, in conjunction with that of latitude, are used to determine the exact location of places on the atlas map. Then we have atlas map that describe the location and the topography of the earth. So we use line of longitude in conjunction with that of latitude to determine the exact location of places on the atlas map. E.g., Nigeria is located between longitude 3 degrees and 15 degrees of the Greenwich meridian. Lines of longitude are also used to calculate local time between two places on the earth. Lines of longitude are also used to calculate local time between two places. So the local time between places are calculated by lines of longitude. So with this, you should be able to understand the uses of lines of longitude. In part 2, you're going to get more of this teaching. See you there. Thank you.